My romance with music started as a listener. As a performer, I drew this newfound love closer to my heart and found out how difficult at times it can be to keep the dream alive. Music can cast a magical spell over performers and listeners. All of my New Mexico musician friends can tell you that music is their bright, burning light. But they'll also tell you that there are times that the flame flickers in the night and they struggle desperately to keep it burning. We share a common bond to keep the dream alive in New Mexico. Just like everything else, music is a difficult and tough business. But there are times that the payoff is better than money. It's a pure emotional high. Your friends are there, and the electricity in the air sparks the music of the night. Back in 1978 when I started my group, it just seemed like the perfect name. I mean, here I am living in the state of New Mexico, the land of enchantment. And I'm playing music that has mystery, romance, beauty, softness, all the energy of this great state. When I started the band, Dr. David Poling was filming a pilot television show called Horizons. And he had my band record some footage for that show. And that was sort of the beginning of the dream for New Mexico, the Sound of Enchantment. Sometimes it's funny to think that after 20 years of playing music that's been pretty successful, I don't think people know what the name of my band is. You know, doing instrumental music can be pretty tough because you have to come up with a sound that has character and quality that everyone can remember. I keep hoping in time that everyone will know that John Wagner has a band, New Mexico, the Sound of Enchantment, that makes music as beautiful as this great state we live in.
Everybody goes, "Oh, you're having problems at home? You write these songs about broken love, broken hearts and all." And I say, "No, I'm in love. I'm fine."
We are all fallen angels in this world of make-a-me.
And I can write songs. They don't have to be just pictures, and it doesn't have to be the truth.
In God's heartstrings, trying to win His love again. If I knew in our world, I wandered down a wrong trail, and I could find my place in heaven. Golden wings would I say, high above these darkened waters, where all the fallen angels dwell. There's a light on darkened waters. Someone's praying down on his knees. Yeah, there's a light on darkened waters. Please, God, come and rescue me.
My legacy right now is $4 royalty checks. But hopefully, maybe that's how you'll make a living.
There's more angels in heaven than there are stars in the sky.
I could just jump in the studio and stay there. It's hard quitting when you get really into the project and it really gets rolling. I record down in Albuquerque, and it's 80 miles from here. And so I get to drive back and think about what I've done.
Have I done my time in hell? Do I have my place in heaven? Golden wings would I say, high above these darkened waters, where all the fallen angels dwell. Oh, there's a light on darkened water.
He went out west and went crazy. I said, "Yep, that's where I want to be."
Well, there's a light on darkened waters. Please, God, come and rescue me. Please, God, come and rescue me.
Hallelujah.
One of my experiences, I was doing a happy hour. I had just gotten through doing a song that I needed the words to, so I had my little music stand up and looking at the words, and I finished it up, and people were clapping, but this one guy came up and says, "Do you know anything by heart?" I thought, "Oh, sure, I know lots of things." I mean, I just had to look at these words here because I didn't really know the song. He says, "No, you know, Heart, the group."
Since you've been gone, there ain't much going on, but time passes oh so slowly. Since you went away, and nothing but rainy days makes me sad, so down and lonely. There's nothing new here, it's only blue here now.
There are some hard times in music. A lot of people think, "Oh boy, they look like they're having so much fun up there, and boy, I wish I could do that. It looks so easy." Well, I guess they say the secret of a good musician is making it look easy, right?
Here now, not a day goes by without a teardrop in my eye. Not a night gets through without my reaching for you. I only wish I knew how to sing them old blues, so I can get down with that old frown off of my shoes. How long can I take this? I'm not gonna make this time without my one and only. There's nothing new here, it's only blue here now. Oh, Augie Hayes.
I went to New York and found that I really needed to focus in on one kind of music, whereas in New Mexico, I could sing in bars with my guitar, I could sing a light opera with the Light Opera Association here in town. I could sing a little bit of opera if I wanted to. I was in a choir.
Not a day goes by without a teardrop in my eye. Not a night gets through without my reaching for you. I only wish I knew how to sing them old blues, so I could get down with that old frown off of my shoes. How long can I take this? I'm not gonna make this time without my one and only.
I'd move away and kept coming back to New Mexico. So there's a song that I started years ago, haven't finished, but there's this line in it. I swear I'm gonna have it in a song somewhere, but it's the mountains, the mesas, the wide open spaces.
There's nothing new here, it's only blue here
So I was on my way back to New Mexico, and as I was heading out of Nebraska, coming down into Colorado, this series of events happened. I saw this moon, bigger than life, hanging over the mountains. The stars were just starting to come out, sparkling. On the radio comes a song, Grapefruit Moon, One Star Shining. And I'd heard the song many a time, but this time, all of a sudden it hit me that Tom Waits was singing about Augie Hayes' life in music.
Grapefruit moon and one star shining, shining down on me.
He was describing me sitting there, struggling with music and drifting into obscurity. Music was heading on without me, and I was just kind of drifting away. And it was devastating because I wanted to be a part of it.
Every time I hear that melody, something breaks inside. Grapefruit moon and one star shining, can't turn back the tide.
Well, I'd gotten away from music for a while. I'd just gone on and tried some other things. And in that time, I'd be going along, and all of a sudden I'd hear a song, and I'd just be crushed
You became
because that's what I wanted to do.
my inspiration, but oh, at what a cost. Now every time I hear that melody, something breaks inside.
I'd given my life to music, I'd worked at it, and yet here I was, just kind of drifting away into obscurity while music continued on.
So now I'm smoking cigarettes and I strive for purity, and I slip like the stars into obscurity.
being a musician, to making music your life. You do without so many things, there's so many sacrifices, but you do it because you enjoy, you love making music.
Grapefruit moon and one star shining, it's all that I can see.
You know what's great about moons here in New Mexico is when that moon is coming up over the Sandia Mountains sometimes, it is so huge, it is so intense that it's almost like a special effect from a movie.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I think songwriting is an interesting art because you find yourself at times writing songs about things you wouldn't even talk about to people.
When you touch my lips
And kiss me, we begin a long, sweet flight to a place the lonely dream about, where love is so alive. Hold me close, talk love to me, we'll soar the heavens above on this flight of wine and passion, destination love. I've written songs that were so personal that sometimes you get to thinking, what does your friends think? What does your wife think? What does your mother think? What does your daughter think when you play these songs? Around me, like an angel's wings of love, I tremble from your soft warm touch. There's no return for us. Hold me close, kiss me sweetly, we'll touch the stars above on this flight of wine and passion, destination love. You take things deep in your heart and deep in your mind and things that have either troubled you or made you very happy, and you write them into songs, and then you find yourself playing them in public for people. Hold me close and kiss me sweetly, we'll touch the stars above on this flight of wine and passion, destination love. I write songs about my life, about things that have molded me into what I am. A friend recently told me, songs are a mirror of your soul. Thank you very much again.
Being in the bars at 13, 14 years old was kind of different than most people growing up.
We're in the stage and we're in the limelight, but as long as you come home when you're supposed to and be where you're supposed to, you'll be okay.
How long am I going to play music? Till I die.
Oigan y oigan, señores, oigan el tren caminar. Oigan y oigan, señores, oigan el tren caminar. El que se lleva a los hombres a las orillas del mar.
One time we were out of town and our luggage, some of our luggage didn't arrive. So we tell the guy who hired us, can you go to the music store and get us a trumpet, because we have to go on in an hour or two. And he goes, sure. So he goes to his music store and he comes back with some beat up trumpet. So we had to use it. It was so beat up, it was so banged up that nothing came out of it, no sound.
Era de madrugada cuando te empecé a querer, un beso a la medianoche y el otro al amanecer. De madrugada cuando te empecé a querer. Un beso a la medianoche y el otro al amanecer.
My group practices twice a week pretty faithfully. If we don't practice, we're usually in the studio or performing somewhere. We've got real strict rules to follow in this group. Fines for showing up late, for not showing up, for coming in the wrong suit, for not doing your job.
We do more work for people that are born in the United States than we do for people born in Mexico. And here in New Mexico, we have clients from all races. So I think the people from New Mexico absorb their culture. Whether you're Hispanic, white, black, they accept it, and they tend to take care of it.
Ay, 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 bellísima jardinera, ay, 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 bellísima jardinera, si no me quieres hablar, hazme una señal siquiera, hazme una señal siquiera por tu modo de mirar. Ay, la, 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 mira, mira, la, ay, la, 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 la.
And the most beautiful thing in New Mexico is we can see the sky.
It's just incredible. I love it here.
Las montañas, the mountains, basically, they're beautiful. Están muy bonitas.
When we started recording, I wanted to do a ranchera because that's such a great part of mariachi music and Hispanic music. And so here we ended up doing this song about a barroom romance and heartbreak. And here they are yelling gritos in Spanish, and I'm singing in English.
Here I am again, driving home alone. Your perfume and smile on my mind. You'd think with all my wisdom I'd know a damn sight better than to fall for a woman with a man in her life. God knows it feels so good when I'm dancing close to you.
When we were recording, they would yell gritos in Spanish, and they kept telling me, we're not going to tell you what we're saying. And I'm going to say, I trust you guys.
I look into your eyes and I just lose all control. It's been a long, long time. You're a dangerous woman and I'm a lonely man. I was planning on some loving, but you weren't in my plan.
It was really fun playing on stage with so many people because we had trumpets and we had acoustic instruments, we had violins, we had drums, we had electric guitar, we had background singers. Boy, it was a blast to get on stage with all those people.
Here we are again, dancing tonight. Everybody thinks we're just friends. In the dim light in the corner, we'll hold each other tight. You'll whisper in my ear, let's dance by here again.
All my life I've been playing music, and when Mariachi Tanapa and I got together and worked on the first album, and recording the album and selecting songs and performing the album, it was a revitalizing experience to work with such a great group.
I was planning on some loving, but you weren't in my plan.
Just like all true love, a career in music starts with great passion. And once that seed of passion is planted, no one really knows how much it can grow.
Love can bloom and grow in the wintertime. Love can die and fall in the spring. Love can make you strong when the world seems so wrong. Love can make you sad when it's gone. I guess love has a mind of its own. Love can make a newborn baby smile in your arms. Love can bring a tear to your eye. Love can lift you higher than the great blue sky above. Love can bring you down when it's gone. I guess love has a mind of its own. Love can bloom and grow in the wintertime. Love can die and fall in the spring.